What's good, everybody? Welcome to Bowler's Paradise. My name is Ben. I'm a USBC Silver Certified Coach, and today we are taking a look at the all-new Mantra from DV8. Before we get this one going though, be sure you subscribe to the channel. We made it to 10,000 subscribers, and the 5 best blue bowling balls of all time video is definitely on its way. So now it's time to start looking at that next goal of 20,000. So that means that if you want to support the channel, all you have to do is scroll down a bit and hit the button. Now while you're down there, why not catch that notification bell too, so you don't miss out on all our ball and product reviews. And speaking of blue bowling balls, DV8 brings us their newest high performance piece, the all-new Mantra. Featuring a new and slightly asymmetric Mantra core, this one from DV8 pairs that engine with an adapted version of the Inciter Xtreme coverstock that was used on the Troublemaker Pearl and the Chill Pearl, but this time in a hybrid form and finished to 1500 compound out of the box. And since this one is, at least on paper, quite similar to the Beyond Infinity and the 900 Global Eternity, I decided to go with a 4 by 5¼ by 4 2LS layout. This layout is one that I would use given the chance to try again with either of those two pieces, as it's meant to help each of these slightly asymmetric but shiny options pick up a strong role in the mid lane and then be as continuous as they can be all the way through the pins. And on the lanes, the Mantra provided a great and reliable shape in a part of the lane that I actually didn't expect it to, and I gotta say, I welcome that with arms wide open. Normally shiny asyms like this are pretty wild and hard to tame until I get it into the deep inside part of the lane, but the Mantra was almost the exact opposite of that, being great inside the track area, but lacking in consistency from inside a fourth arrow. And that reality is one I would attribute to my favorite part about throwing this piece. The Mantra rolls early and heavy. This gives it a blend of control and continuation that's pretty hard to come by in bowling these days, and on a few of these shots where I miss inside and it holds, it almost feels like I'm cheating. Putting that with the fact that it wants to run the 8-pin over on basically every shot might just put this Mantra in a category all its own. But even though it provides a great shape when you see it the right way, the downside is pretty simple in that it doesn't really abide by the precedents set by other shiny asyms. Now I'll do my best to keep this one simple in that this piece just kind of sucks from inside a fourth arrow, as it's very over-under, so getting to the pocket the right way is difficult, and then carrying all 10 pins is even harder. That means you're not adding a traditional shiny asym to your bag, and if you think you are, you're probably doomed for some rough scores. So to let the Mantra do its best work when the time is right, I would recommend pairing it with a Columbia 300 Pure Madness as well as the Kaboom. Since the Mantra is going to be great when you can keep your angles in front of you, the Pure Madness will do the same but on fresher conditions. Then, instead of chasing the look to the deep inside part of the lane, the Kaboom will keep you closer to your comfort zone while also retaining enough energy to get to the pocket and through the pins when there's a lot of friction. Jumping to our Crossbrand Comparisons, I first took a look at the DNA coil from Storm, and even though this one is very different from the Mantra on paper, the result on the lanes at least has some similarities. The biggest difference is that the Mantra seems to use cover strength to slow down, while the DNA coil uses its asymmetry and core strength. So bowlers with a lower rev rate will match up a touch better with this one from Storm. Then I took a look at the Radical Outer Limits Pearl, and here I see an option that has a similar amount of core strength, but less cover strength. But whatever causes the difference, this one from Radical really likes to get down the lane and be easy off the spot, while the Mantra wants to hit the pins like it's mad at them. That difference will make the Outer Limits Pearl more effective from the inside part of the lane, so bowlers that are more rev dominant are likely to match up a bit better with this one from Radical. But with that, here's my recommendations on the types of bowlers that I think would match up well with the Mantra from DV8. The first is bowlers who struggle with controlling shiny asyms. Now I know there's at least a few of you out there that don't even like the idea of adding one of these to your bag, but because the Mantra provides a very unique shape on the lane, those that may have struggled with pieces similar to this in the past are likely to see at least a different shape and likely a better one during their league nights. The second recommendation is for low axis rotation bowlers. These folks tend to have their best looks on the lane when they can keep their angles in front of them, and the Mantra loves that part of the lane. So if you're looking for a shiny piece to go to without having to get too far away from second arrow, the Mantra might just be the one for you. This all new Mantra from DV8 might not be the top performing or most hooking piece on the market today, but in the right hands could be what you need to make a statement during your league play. And you can pick this up today and much more at bowlersparadise.com. Be sure to use the discount code YouTube at checkout for free shipping. Thank you to my friend Ryan Shafransky for the drilling of this piece, and to Dale's Weston Lanes for letting us film this video. If you haven't yet, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for more ball and product reviews. But as always, remember you guys, having the right ball in your hands, now that's a bowler's paradise. Peace.